This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Italy powers into semis. Czechia and Iran set up quarters clash. Meanwhile, Tats Suzara unleashes 7-year plan to keep Philippine men's volleyball on fire after FIVB Men's World Championships. In the UAAP, Ateneo edges UE for 2-0 start in men's basketball. In the WNBA, Mercury 89, Lynx 83. The Lynx blew a 20-point lead in overtime. NBA icon Michael Jordan guides Europe's Donald at Ryder Cup. And joining us live, fresh from his victory in the first ever Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge, is none other than EJ Obiena. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 24th of September. Now, here's our roundup. Italy came out firing at the Mall of Asia Arena, showing why they're the defending champs with a dominant straight sets win over Belgium. 25-13, 25-18, 25-18. Simone Giannelli masterfully orchestrated the attack with 30 excellent sets. Roberto Russo ruled the net with 12 points and 4 huge blocks, while Alessandro Micheletto dropped 4 aces to finish with 11. Mattia Botolo also hit double figures with 10 attack points. Italy took full advantage of Belgium's 26 errors to book their semis ticket, awaiting the winner between Poland and Turkey. Giannelli knows the challenge only gets tougher, calling Poland maybe the best team in this World Championship. Meanwhile, PNVF President Tats Suzara just dropped a game changer, a 7-year master plan with the FIVB to elevate Philippine volleyball. With the 2025 FIVB Men's World Championship bringing the planet's best to Manila, Suzara is making sure the volleyball buzz doesn't die after the final whistle. The PNVF is launching a 7-year plan with the FIVB to strengthen the men's national team and elevate the women's team, building on the men's national team's impressive performances. The energy is fueled by Alas Pilipinas, who closed their World Championship debut with a 19th place finish, second best in Asia. The Alas men made history with a first ever World Championship win over Egypt and almost pulled off a 5-set thriller against Iran in their final Pool A showdown. Moving on to the UAAP, Ateneo escapes UE to go 2-0 in men's basketball. The Blue Eagles survived a thriller against the University of the East 62-60 at the UST Quadricentennial Pavilion. That's back-to-back wins to start season 88. It wasn't pretty, but Ateneo delivered when it mattered most, with Coach Tab Baldwin calling it a gutsy effort while giving credit to UE for pushing them to the limit. In the women's side, Casey De La Rosa torches UE as Ateneo starts big. The two-time MVP went to work early, dropping 29 points along with 9 boards, 5 steals, and 4 blocks to lead Ateneo to a dominant 81-52 win over the Lady Warriors. The Blue Eagles pulled away in the second quarter and never looked back, making it 11 straight wins against UE since season 81. The Minnesota Lynx blew a 20-point halftime lead and fell to the Phoenix Mercury 89-83 in overtime. Minnesota looked in control after outscoring Phoenix 27-13 in the second quarter, taking a 20-point lead on Nafisa Collier's three-pointer. But the Mercury stormed back. The Lynx scored just 3 points in the final 5 minutes and 45 seconds of the third quarter, and the Phoenix cut the deficit to 8 heading into the fourth. Sammy Whitcomb's 23-foot three tied the game with 4.3 seconds left. Overtime belonged to Phoenix. They scored the first 6 points, held Minnesota scoreless for nearly 4 minutes, and closed it at the free throw line. Collier led the Lynx with 24 points. Kayla McBride had 21, Courtney Williams 20, while Alyssa Thomas drove the Mercury with 19 points and 13 assists. Satu Sabali added 24 points and 9 rebounds, hitting 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. Minnesota's bench was outscored 25-3 by Phoenix's reserves. Luke Donald is leveraging lessons from NBA legend Michael Jordan to build Europe's team at the Ryder Cup. The 47-year-old Englishman met Jordan at Northwestern University in 1997 and never imagined he'd use those insights as Europe's captain against the U.S. at Bethpage Black. Growing up in England and moving to Chicago, Jordan made a big impact in his life, and the two became friends through mutual contacts. Jordan, an avid golfer, helped Donald learn what makes a great player and leader.
He set the example. He led from the front. He was very passionate about it. And he was very good at breaking down things into smaller, manageable goals. So, one example was he wanted to win the scoring title. And he needed to average something like 38 points or 38 points a game or something to do that. But he just broke it down into quarters and made it simple. And I think, it's a good analogy about what that represents. But he also taught me that, I think he won 4 or 5 scoring titles before he won an NBA championship. You need your teammates around you. So you can be a team of champions, but not a championship team.
Jordan won 5 scoring titles and led the Bulls to multiple championships. Donald took this team-first approach to Europe, winning in Rome 2023 and aiming to repeat in the U.S. Jordan is close to U.S. captain Keegan Bradley as well.
Michael is someone I've been very fortunate enough to get access to and pick his brain occasionally about what things, what made him tick, what motivated him, how he was able to get the best out of himself.
Senator Erwin Tulfo is bringing the heat, demanding answers from the Philippine National Volleyball Federation after its controversial deal with an illegal online betting site and ticket prices that left fans shut out of the action. In a privileged speech, Tulfo went after PNVF President Tats Suzara for the presence of 1xBet, a company with no license to operate in the country, as a sponsor of the FIVB Men's Volleyball World Championship. The senator warned, "This sends the wrong signal to the next generation that illegal gambling can be excused if there's big money on the table." And he didn't stop there. Tulfo also blasted the tournament's steep ticket prices, which soared as high as 14,000 pesos. Many fans, especially the youth, were completely priced out. Facing backlash, organizers slashed ticket prices by 50%. But Tulfo said even with a discount, ordinary fans are still struggling to afford the rates. Now he wants a full-blown Senate investigation to hold the PNVF accountable and make sure volleyball fans here in the Philippines are put first. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Can you guess which sports move is called a chicken wing? The chicken wing is a specialized move in wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It involves trapping the opponent's arm behind their back in a way that resembles a chicken wing. This hold can be used to control the opponent or set up submission techniques. The term stands out because of its fun visual metaphor. It's not just a playful name, it's a strategic maneuver in combat sports. In conclusion, the chicken wing is more than a colorful term. It shows how sports develop unique lingo to describe techniques that are both effective and memorable. It's time for our off-court buzzer. So who says Harry Styles is all music? The pop star smashes his personal best at the Berlin Marathon. Grammy winner Harry Styles shocked fans and fellow runners by smashing his personal best at the 2025 Berlin Marathon. Running under the alias Ted Sarandos to keep a low profile, Styles crossed the finish line in 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 13 seconds. Just months ago, he ran the Tokyo Marathon in 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 7 seconds, making this Berlin run his fastest yet. Styles sported a black long-sleeve top, black shorts, orange racing shoes, and sunglasses to shield his eyes from the sun. Runner's World tracked his average pace at 4:15 per kilometer and speed of 14.3 kilometers per hour. He finished 2,245th out of 48,000 plus runners, placing in the top 5%. and 524th in his over 30 age group. The 31-year-old came just 4 minutes shy of the Boston Marathon qualifying time of 2 hours and 55 minutes. Berlin marked his second of 7 Abbott World Marathon majors after Tokyo, and the flat course promised fast times. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 24th of September. Up next, and joining us live, fresh from his victory at the first ever Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge, is none other than EJ Obiena. So keep it right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Phenomenal, inspirational, and a true Pinoy sports icon. Our guest tonight continues to raise the bar of Philippine pole vaulting, figuratively and literally. Fresh from his golden performance at the first ever Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge, please welcome to the BNC studio, EJ Obiena. But he's not alone. He brought a buddy with him tonight. None other than Austin Miller from the USA. Gentlemen, good to see you again and welcome to The Scorecard.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
For having us, brother. So how was El Nido, Palawan? You guys are fresh from your well-deserved vacation after last weekend's event.
I'll let Austin do this.
Man, it has been almost 10 months now of hard competition. You're trying to keep your head right, you're trying to keep your heart right, your body right, everything going in the right direction. For the entirety of the season, and it takes a lot out of you. And so to be able to have a couple days to really disconnect and kind of just take a breath and take a load off was exactly the right way to start off our off season.
Is this your first time in the Philippines?
Yeah, first time.
All right. So, as a guy who comes from Herndon, Virginia, in Washington, what was your impression of the Philippines before coming here? And now that you've experienced it, is it the same?
Man, this is about to sound so just American media consumer, but my only like ingestion of the Philippines was seeing it as a location on the show Survivor.
Oh.
And it's a huge show in the United States. It's been going on for over 2 decades at this point. Yeah. And that was the most that I had seen of the Philippines aside from just interacting with EJ as an athlete. And so I had no idea what to expect coming in, but everything from the generosity of the people, I've gotten to experience some incredible cuisine along the way, getting to experience the islands and just the beautiful, just the nature around the surrounding islands has been really all I could ask for.
I'll get back to you on the cuisine because that's an interesting topic. EJ, you have to feel relieved. I can only imagine, because this is 3 years in the making, the Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge. This is something that you've been dreaming about doing, uplifting the level of pole vaulting here in the country, the awareness. Now that it's all done, how pleased are you with the turnout?
I mean, more than pleased. I think it definitely exceeded my expectations by miles and miles. I didn't really expect to have world-class field. Indeed, the best of the best. We have the U.S. champion here, right here. So, what can I say? It's more than just a dream come true.
You said after the event that after winning the event, your event, you said it was your best performance of the outdoor season. Why did you say that? And what do you think is the effect of getting that kind of win moving forward?
I mean, it's not been a great season for me so far this year. Really, my best jump was 580, so that truly is my best vault of the year. And I think coming in clutch in a home crowd in my home country definitely, gives me a good way to end the season of bumps and lots of downs. So it is the highest. I would say it's the best jump I've really had. So nothing. I say figuratively about it. It truly is.
Of course, your record is 6 meters, and I remember right after the event as well, you said, maybe we can do this again next year.
Well, that's what I would want, and I believe everybody in the crowd that was there cheering us on, and everybody watching in their TVs. I think everybody's happy about it. I am, truly is. So I think we've shown that we're capable of hosting such caliber of competition. So why not do it again, right?
Austin, coming back? If we do it again next year?
Absolutely. If I receive the invitation, I will be back every time. I think I said to probably well over 20 people in the crowd afterwards that if you will have us back, we will be back every single year. And I've gotten plenty of messages since the event asking us to come back year after year. And so I hope to be able to follow up on that promise and to be able to deliver that. But that also means that we have to continue jumping at a high enough caliber to be worthy of the invitation to come back. You know, this is an event that is trying to, like you said, raise the bar of pole vault and promote the event at its highest here in this country. And it has one of the highest performers in the world as its spokesman. And so we want to make sure that we're capable of delivering a quality product year after year and jumping in a fashion that is going to be worthy of an invitation back.
Your highest jump ever, your record, 5.92 meters. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So what was going through your mind right before you made that jump? I just want to get the mindset of an Austin Miller.
Yeah, so that jump was actually at our national championship, and it was actually after I had already won the competition. So the previous bar before that was 5.82 meters, and I was the only one to clear that bar. And after that, the weight is off a little bit. The pressure is off, and so you can just jump free at that point. There's no one nipping at your heels. There's no one trying to beat you to the punch. And so when at that point you're just trying to let the jump happen. You're trying to get out of your own way. You can't make pole vault happen better. You have to let pole vault happen.
EJ, Austin was talking about pressure. Did you feel extra pressure over the weekend, jumping in front of, your countrymen?
I mean, definitely. I think a lot of people were cheering. I'm trying to really zone in. It's hard, it's hard losing at your home, and especially having the first one. It's something I really want to give the Filipinos, and it's something that I truly stand for. Nothing against Americans and all, but the sport that I do is definitely American and a European sport. It's rarely an Asian could compete with these guys, and with that, I think it's a good platform to showcase what Filipino can do. That's what this event actually brings as well, to show that we're capable of being the best if we want to. We put in the work, and we really strive to make that happen. And I think that event itself is a symbolism of it. And therefore, I'm just a cherry on top by winning it. And with that, pressure definitely comes. And of course, the thoughts running in your head every attempt, especially when Thibaut's gunning for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you did say that he was breathing down your neck. And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of like a chess match towards the end when he upped the distance.
Definitely.
Yeah, all right. Going back to the cuisine, ano yung pinakamasarap? I'm speaking Tagalog right now. What was the tastiest Filipino dish that you had in your stay here?
I have eaten everything ube.
Ube?
Everything ube.
Okay.
I am a sucker for any ube pastry I can find. Tonight, actually, at dinner, I also had bako pandan?
Buko pandan.
Buko pandan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Buko
okay.
pandan as well. And I've tried a number of other dishes that I cannot pronounce.
Actually, Austin is a big fan of coconut, so I told him you should try lambanog. So how was lambanog?
Dude, the lambanog was really good. On the island, it was very good. We had a couple of coconuts with the lambanog in it, so it was a great way to start the off season. But I'm a very adventurous eater. I really do believe that food is a big reflection of the culture that it's from. And so I try to make a point of really experiencing all the cuisine from whatever culture I'm in while I'm there.
So I'm an ube lover as well.
Yeah.
And I have some ube ensamada for you later on that you can take back home to the States. Austin, thank you so much
Hey, thank
for
you
coming.
very much, brother.
EJ, you brought some special people here to the Philippines to help you uplift the level of pole vaulting. And when we come back, we have another more special person in EJ's life joining us on the show. I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, but this person, number one in EJ's heart, when we come back right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. EJ Obiena has been fondly called the boyfriend ng bayan, but his heart belongs to fellow accomplished athlete Caroline Joyu, who now joins us live right here at the BNC studio. Caroline, welcome back to the Philippines and welcome to The Scorecard.
Thank you for having me.
This is so great. This is so beautiful. Congratulations, by the way, representing Germany at the World Championships in Tokyo. How was it? How was your competition?
Thank you so much. It was a very amazing competition. It was my first World Championship.
Yeah.
And it was very overwhelming also, first to fly to a different continent and to experience, I don't know, everything around the championship.
Yeah.
But then also to be in a big Olympic stadium was really, impressive. And for that, I think I made it really good, and I'm really proud of myself that I was able to have a good performance, and I made it to the final, and I'm hungry for more.
Again, congratulations, because I've been following your posts, and then you went from qualifying to participating and representing your country. Now, one of your last posts was a carousel post, and there was an EJ Obiena sighting in that carousel post. So how do you guys support each other when representing your respective countries in international competitions against the world's best?
Yeah, well, that was actually our first time that we had a major championship together.
Yeah.
And it is really exciting to be in a place to represent my own country, but then also him being there and to able to see him, to support him in the competition. I was able to go to the stadium and to see his competition, and he saw my competition, and that was really great to experience. And
EJ, are you more nervous before a jump or more nervous when you're watching Caroline?
That's tough. I think it's a little bit, it depends on the situation. Because when she came into the World Championship, she's supposed to make the final, and I'm like, every jump is a little bit tricky when it comes to that. So that part I would say it's nerve-wracking, watching her and like knowing what she's capable of doing. So I'll say watching her.
Hey, look at this. You guys are TikTokers. Fashionistas.
a little bit.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, you know what? On the way here, I was reading about your love story, and you've done interviews with different people. I just have a few questions, okay? So I'll start with you, EJ. So how you met was at training camp at Italy, correct? And you borrowed a car with only one door that was working.
Yep.
Just to drive her, Caroline, and her coach to a pastry shop, which you could have walked.
Yeah, it was faster to walk there.
So my question to you, EJ, was, did you know from the start that you like Caroline? Because you went through all of that just to get her to the pastry shop.
I mean, it's hard to get her number, especially when you're alone and I have my own group and they have their own group. And I saw that opportunity to really, at least have a conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't really know where they wanted to go. I just like, okay, I'll bring you guys. Okay, just wait here. I'll get the car, borrow the car, and it's a very old blue car. Its paint was rusting, I believe, and upholstery is like it's really bad. And then it's not the worst thing. When I knew where they're about to go, it's literally a 5-minute walk, and I'm like, oh damn. So, but I mean, it worked out.
Yeah. Very.
What made you say yes? Or did you actually, were you interested in EJ prior to that moment that he asked or offered to drive you guys?
For sure I was. But I think also my coach was in that moment a bit of a wingman because he directly when we entered the car was like, "Are you go in front? He wants something from you." I'm just in the back.
Wow, so he was supportive.
Yeah, he was supportive. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
Oh,
Well, okay.
Oh, wow.
You know, there's
a
something
reveal
new.
here on the show. Okay. Now, you've been here to the Philippines. You told me earlier this is your third time. So you've met EJ's parents.
Yes, I did.
What about EJ meeting your parents?
He also met them actually earlier than I met his parents.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it? How was it?
Good so far. I mean, my parents are very open-minded and were like welcoming him directly, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and despite that their English skills are not that good, I think they had a pretty good conversation all the time. And I
Yeah.
think it was already 2 weeks after we met. It was
Maybe a little bit longer,
yeah, something like that. It was pretty quick.
So
yeah.
the articles and the stories say that you met in 2020. So it's 2025 now. You guys have been together for 5 years. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Wow, 5 years. So how do you guys feel about that? That you guys have been together for that period of time, half a decade almost.
Well,
I mean, it's been good. It's been good. I was worried that the next question was going to be a bit tougher, but yeah, I mean, it's been good. What can I say? You know, it's
it feels right.
yeah, it's not something.
Feels
It's
like-
it's not
yeah.
anymore in the roller coaster phase. I would say it's more like a. It feels more like a smooth ride. It just feels like home. If you wanna. Yeah, it just feels comfortable to a point. So.
Feel the same way, Caroline?
Yeah, it's
Comfortable
like
as well?
yeah, I would agree 100%. It's like we got to know each other over so many years through so different phases of life, like difficult times, easy times, and
Yeah, I don't see that face
yeah.
of EJ often.
so yeah, we can I think depend on each other and we find our rhythm in daily life, and that's great to experience. Yeah.
Wow, that's such a heartwarming story, and I wish you guys all the best. But before we end the show, this is kind of like a tradition here in the Philippines, Caroline. Tito Boy does this a lot, Boy Abunda. So
God.
I have been called the Tito Boy of sports on many occasions. So is it okay if we do a little fast talk, Caroline?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay?
I try my best.
Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Training in the morning or training at night?
In the morning.
At night.
Gold medal or true love?
True love.
True love.
Oh.
You know, I gotta ride with that.
Long jump date or movie night date?
Oh, movie night.
Movie night.
Paris or Manila?
Manila.
Depends. It depends. Depends on what.
It was not a fast answer.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Caroline
Yeah.
knows the fast talk more than you, EJ. Okay, this is for EJ. Caroline, smile or breaking the world record?
Her smile, for sure.
No.
EJ's hug or winning the Olympics?
It's okay.
Winning the Olympics. You also.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Who said I love you first?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Where? Could you tell us
But
the
he
story?
came, I wanted to do it in the same moment. He just came me a few seconds first.
Did you know that?
No.
Yes, I told you. I told him in the moment.
Sweet or spicy?
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right, last one. One word that best describes your partner.
Independent.
Gentleman.
There you go. EJ, Caroline, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, 5 years and to infinity and beyond. Thank you so much for the time, sharing your story, sharing this moment right here, and all the best.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Caroline and EJ here on the scorecard. Before we go, think on this. One of the most promising young volleyball players in the Philippines, known for his athleticism, energy, and commitment to the game, Josh Ibanez once said, "I will just focus on doing my best in every game and learning from each match. That's the only way I can grow. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.